Hi there guys, and welcome back to another MCI Studio tutorial. I'm Pippin Henderson and we're going to be looking at the PC2A T-type leveling compressor or amplifier. It's brand new out today from Cakewalk. It's their brand new Pro Channel module. Commiserations for those of you who weren't the first 1,000 to download it. They did a deal where if you were the first 1,000 you got 50% off. But hopefully this tutorial may persuade you to pay the full price, or not, as the case may be. But I thought maybe I'd go into a little bit of the history on the original that they actually based this module on. And the original was called the LA2A, and it was built by Teletronics back in 1965. It was actually inducted into the Technology Hall of Fame in 2004, which recognizes innovative audio products. The original was a hand-wired tube-based compressor, and it used an electroluminescent panel with an optical photocell to provide gain reduction and subsequently distortion, and they called this the T4 cell. Now, Cakewalk say that this new PC2A meticulously models the characteristics of the original design, which includes the LA2A's T4 circuitry, and you can make up your own minds. It's a bit difficult because I've never actually heard the original hardware, so comparison is a bit sketchy at best. So I personally can only really go on what this particular module sounds like. So I have got one hand tied behind my back in that sense. But in any case, let's go over some of the features that it's actually included in this module. And one of the exciting things they've added onto this is the R37 screw. Now, this did actually feature apparently in the original hardware. The original featured a back panel with a screw that they named obviously the R37. And on the original hardware unit, it reduced gain on frequencies above 1 kilohertz based on program material, and it was put in place due to the leveling that was required due to TV and radio, which it was most famously used for, because in TV and radio there is an increase in high frequencies in FM broadcasting. So that's what it was used for traditionally. In this version, the R37, when turned all the way to the right, or flat as they've called it, sort of introduces an equal gain reduction on all frequencies. But moving it towards the left actually increases gain reduction on high frequencies, hence the HF logo there. And this is very useful for de-essing and cutting down sibilance on vocal tracks. We've got a switch here which actually switches from compression to limiting, and that switch switches the ratio in accordance to which setting you choose. We've got gain, which adjusts how much makeup gain is introduced after compression. We've got peak reduction, which adjusts the threshold and gain reduction. And in the middle, we've got a VU meter. And GR shows you gain reduction. We've got dBFS, which shows you the dB full scale output, or you can choose the two analog simulated metering modes, +4 and +10. So we have that as well. And Cakewalk say that it is especially good on high dynamic source material such as guitar and bass, but Cakewalk say it is universally revered as a vocal compressor. So I thought I'd give this module a bit of a demonstration on a vocal track that we've got set up here. So let's give that a whirl and see what kind of differences and additions it can make to this particular vocal track. Okay, so here we have a vocal track, and we're going to add the PC2A leveler to it. And what I'm going to do is not really talk through it too much. I'm just going to play it, and I'm going to start messing around with the dials on the PC2A. And just so you can get you're hearing around the differences that it might be making or may not be making. It's entirely up to you. Remember that I am only doing this on a vocal track, and they do say that it can be added on all kinds of stuff. So if you are planning on getting this, don't just take this on face value. Go and get it, throw it on all kinds of stuff, and see what things you can come up with. Because I'm sure it's much more versatile than just this. It's just I thought I'd do a quick demonstration. So here we go.
Just thinking about trying to survive. All these years I've tried, I've cried. Waking up thinking this is goodbye. I never had the chance to live my life. And now it's clear I'm not alone anymore. I faced my fear, and I'm not afraid anymore. I've taken time to see and treasured every moment you are with me. And I fail sometimes, I know I'm sure, but I've seen the other side of that closed up door. And tell me why the sun don't shine and the tears just roll on by. And tell me why the voices cry inside my mind.
Okay, so there we have it. Just a very quick demonstration of some of the things that the PC2A offer. Like I said, I may do some more tutorials that demonstrate this much more thoroughly on different instruments. This is just a very quick basic impression of what it can do on a vocal track. And remember that this vocal track has got loads of effects on it. And actually I think it's got a boost 11 on it. So that's probably, it may be contradicting slightly to the PC2A. But nevertheless, a great looking Pro Channel module. And that's half the battle. If you're working with something for days, weeks, months at a time, you don't want to be staring at a piece of equipment that just looks horrible. Accurately modelled, I think you'll agree, on the original. It sounds great. The compression is very warm and very forgiving. It doesn't introduce distortion, just like they said it doesn't. It's a very warm, subtle, but quite impressionable if you push it too much. Everything I think you'd expect from a compressor with those little extras. So well worth the money, in my opinion. Go out and get it, throw it on loads of stuff, experiment, and as always, have fun. I've been Pippin Henderson, and you've been watching another tutorial from MCI Studio. Take care.